Hello student. Today I am going to explain you chapter number 5 Subhasit Vaibhavam. Subhasit Vaibhavam means glory of a good saying. So let's start with our introduction. In Sanskrit literature, the longest poetic work is known as Mahakavya and the smallest poetic work is known as Muktak. Just as a single pearl is individual, so too are these small muktaks. These muktaks are saying or epigrams. This well known and melodious form of a Sanskrit literature has the distinctive ability to serve in its four line the precious teaching of our life in the most aesthetic manner. From these epigrams, we get the moral of ideal life and goodness. Such epigrams have been collected in this lesson. In the epigram chosen for this lesson, you will notice word with the one type of a case ending. This case ending will help you in learning the Sanskrit language. On the other hand, these epigrams will also provide you with the inspiration to develop the values in them. The immorality of fame in this mortal world, greed as the basic cause of all sins, the ability to recognize the friends and one's kin, the characteristics of a good and a bad people, etc. This will help you to make your life bright and virtuous. So, let's start our lesson. Our first Subhasita is Madhuryam Aksharam Vyakti Padachhedastu Suswaram Dhairyam Laya Samarthanam Cha Shadet Pathakaguna. In this Subhasita, the writer explains us the 6 different qualities of a good reader. Madhuryam Aksharam Vyakti. Madhuryam means a sweetness, and Aksharam Vyakti means clear pronunciation of a letter. Vyakti means manifestation. Padacheda means isolation of a word. Suswar means a beautiful voice. Dhairyam means courage. Lay Samarthya means in keeping with the beat. Shadet means 6. Pathaka means reader and Guna means qualities. So, the translation of our slok is sweetness of tone, clear pronunciation of letter, isolation of a word, beautiful voice, courage and sense of rhythm. These are the 6 qualities of a good reader. I explain the meaning. Akshara Vyakti means one should not swallow up the syllables in a hurry. Padacheda means not to fuse the word together and give just enough phrase between two words. Our second Subhasita is Chalam Vittam Chalam Chittam Chale Jivita Yovane Chala Chalam Idam Sarvam Kirti Revahi Jivitam. Vittam means money or a wealth. Chalam means fickle, means not stable. Jivit Yovane means life and youth. Chalachalam means stable and unstable. Kirti Reva means only fame. So, translation of our slok is wealth is transitory, mind is fickle, life and youth are unsteady. All this is stable and unstable. Only the fame or a reputation is forever or stable. I explain the meaning. One is survived by one's reputation. According to the poet, the reputation alone live forever. So, it is more important than wealth and youth. Our third Subhasita is Makshika Varnam Ichchati Dhanam Ichchati Parthiva Nicha Kalaham Ichchati Santim Ichchati Sadhava. Makshika. Makshika means a bee. Vranam means a wound. Parthiva means king. Nicha means wild or a bad people. Sadhava means good people. Santi means a peace. Translation of our slok is Makshika Varnam Ichchati means housefly desire wound. Dhanam Ichchati Parthiva, the king desire wealth. Nicha Kalaham Ichchanti means a wicked people desired quarrel or conflict. Santim Ichchati Sadhava, but the good people desire peace. I explain the meaning. When we are enjoying gossiping, we are like a fly releasing the wound of other. Our fourth Subhasita is Gavo Gandhena Pashyanti Vede Pashyanti Brahmana Chare Pashyanti Raja Chakshu Bhartya Mitare Janaha. Gavaha means cow. Gandhena means by scent or a smell. Pashyanti means see. Chare means the spice. Itare Jana means a common people. And Chakshurvyama means with the two eyes. Our translation is cows see by smell. Brahmins see by their knowledge of Veda. Kings see through their spy. But common people see with their eyes. Our fifth Subhasita is Daridraya Dhanam Deyam Jnanam Deyam Jadaya Cha Pipasitaya Paniyam Kshuditaya Cha Bhojanam. Daridraya means to the poor. Deyam means should be give. Dhanam means wealth. Jadai means to the ignorant people. Pipasitaya means to the thirsty. Kshuditaya means to the hungry. The translation of our slok is the poor should be given money and the ignorant should be given knowledge. Water should be given to the thirsty and food should be given to the hungry. Explain the meaning. We should give other what they need most. The receiver's need should be decided the nature of the gift, nature of our gift. The right gift can be chosen only if we have a genuine interest in the other person for whom it is meant. Our sixth Subhasitam is Lobhat Krodham Prabhavati Lobhat Kama Prajayate Lobhan Mohascha Narshascha Lobha Papasya Karanam. Lobhat means greed. Prabhavati means originated. Kamaha means desire. Mohascha means temptation. Nashascha means ruin. Papasya means of the sin. Our translation is anger originated from greed. Desire is born out of greed. Temptation and destruction are caused by greed. Greed is the cause of sin. I explain the meaning. Greed is the desire for whatever is not legitimately ours. When we doesn't get it, we are angry. Think of the dictators like a Hitler, Napoleon, and what caused their downfall. Our seventh Subhasita is Takshakasya Visham Dante Makshikayascha Mastake Vrushikasya Visham Puche Sarvange Durjanasya Tasha. Takshak means a snake. Makshikaya means of the fly. Vrushikasya means scorpion. Puche means in the tail. Durjanyasya means of the wicked. Sarvange means the whole body. Our translation is the snake has a poison in its teeth. The fly has a poison in its head. The scorpion has a poison in its tail. But a wicked person's whole body is full of poison. Means a wicked person is more poisonous than the snake, fly and a scorpion. Our eighth Subhasita is Utsave Vyasane Chaiva Durbikshe Satru Viplave Rajdware Smasane Cha Yattisthati Sa Bandhavam. Utsave means during the festival or celebration. Vyasane means in a difficulty. Durbikshe means in the famine. Shatru Viplave means in the war with the enemies. Rajadware means at the door of king or in the royal assembly. Smasane means in the ceremonium, and Bandhava means a relative. Our translation is one who stand in the festive as well as in the calamity, famine, war with the enemy, and the royal assembly, as well as in the ceremonium, is our real relative or real brother. I explain the meaning. One who shares our happiness as well as sorrow is our relative in a real sense of the term. Note that Vyasanam, Durbhiksham, Rashtra Viplavam, Smasanam are the indicative of sorrow. These are more in a number than Utsava or a Rajadwara that indicate the happy events. One goes to the royal assembly to accept the reward or a title.